Objects are clustered patterns of matter. Like my body, it is rich with diversity, variety, and complexity. And it follows the pattern of being dense, contained within a membrane, a fairly well-defined membrane. It is just a pattern of particles sticking together. And of coordinating with each other in such a way that intent can take physical manifestation. So I have this object of my body, rich and complex, and then there are objects like Jupiter, another rich and complex body, with swirls of fluids all within, very different from my own, and also a pattern of clustered molecules, particles, that happens to be dense enough and recognizable enough for us to give it a name and for it to have stability, enough stability in it to remain with this stable pattern across time. Because the water makes shapes all the time, and like or my fitting example, although the ocean is making different shapes and patterns and clusters with its waves each time it reaches the shore, the shapes are changing all the time. They are all transient enough for our awareness that we do not consider them objects, even though they are patterns of molecules that have a certain shape. They're just so in flux that they are not persistent enough for us to consider them objects. And then there's Jupiter, also a massive fluid swirling around, and yet it has more persistence in this world. It is persisted into a clustered pattern, like my body, held together with different types of molecules, with different compositions, types of atoms, different types of different form of elegance, I would say. I posit that my body's coherence within its complexity feels richer than that of Jupiter, even though Jupiter is larger than my body. by which I mean its volume is measured to be larger than my body, and its mass is measured to be larger than my body's. So yeah, size and mass both are larger than my body's. I would say that. I approve of that being called that the object Jupiter is larger than the object of my body. Objects, patterns, somewhat persistent.